This morning, let us come before the Lord with hearts wide open, recognizing that we often don't fully know what we truly need. We think we do, don't we? There are things we feel deeply, our struggles, our fears, our desires. But how much more does our Father know the depths of our hearts? He sees the needs we cannot even articulate. He sees beyond our circumstances to the eternal purposes He has for us. And so today, as we gather, let us ask Him to speak to us, not just to our ears, but to the very core of who we are. The letter to the Hebrews reminds us of this incredible truth: God has spoken. Not just in words or through teachings, but in His Son. Through Jesus, God has revealed everything we need to know about Him, about life, and about eternity. Jesus is the fullness of God's thought, expressed perfectly in a person. In the past, God spoke in pieces, through prophets and signs. But now, He speaks through the Son, the one who is the heir of all things, the one who made the universe. When we encounter Jesus, we encounter God Himself. Hebrews chapter 12 tells us that we are not standing at Mount Sinai, a place of fear and trembling, but at Mount Zion, the city of the living God. And here's the remarkable part: we are not just on a journey to Zion, we are already there. Through Christ, we have been brought into the very presence of God, into His eternal kingdom. Zion represents the fullness of Christ, His victory, His glory, and His unshakable kingdom. It's not just a concept, it's a living reality for those who are in Him. But let's be honest, this journey with God isn't always easy. Hebrews reminds us that God disciplines His children, shaping us into mature sons and daughters fit for His kingdom. Discipline isn't punishment, it's love. It's a father preparing his children for something greater. Sometimes, it's hard to understand why we go through certain trials. We might look around and think, why me, Lord? Why not them? But God's discipline is deeply personal, tailored perfectly to our growth and destiny. He is shaping us for eternal responsibility, for the privilege of being His representatives in His kingdom. Zion also reminds us of destiny. Just as Israel carried a sense of being God's chosen people, we too are marked by a divine calling. Deep within every true child of God is a sense of purpose, a knowing that we were created for something eternal. This sense of destiny keeps us going when life feels overwhelming. It holds us when we feel like giving up, reminding us that we are part of a greater story, a story written by God Himself. So, what is God speaking to you today? He's not merely giving you more knowledge or instructions. He's calling you into relationship, into deeper intimacy with His Son. He's reminding you of your identity as a citizen of Zion, a child of destiny. And He's challenging you to trust Him through the discipline, knowing that every trial is preparing you for a future that far outweighs any momentary struggle. As we leave this time together, let us carry this truth with us: God is jealous for His Zion. He is fiercely protective of His purposes in us. And if we will yield to His work, if we will embrace His voice and His discipline, He will complete what He started. May we not simply be hearers of the word, but doers. May we live as those who have truly come to Zion, reflecting the fullness of Christ in our lives. For His glory and for His eternal kingdom, let us press on. Amen.